Although inflation is hitting really hard in America, don't move to Italy because you can't have pasta without spending tons of money. Where inflation is now so severe that some Italians are now seriously considering a week-long strike. I guess I'm not sure what's up next, but pasta is not going to be on the menu. Here's why these Italians might be boycotting it to the severe level of this inflation. According to Italy's Ministry of Business, pasta prices jumped up 17.5% in March and 16.5% in April. That's double the rate of inflation overall, which was 8.1 in April and 8.7 in March. Many of these suppliers in grocery stores have been accused of greedflation, which we've heard going on here as well, because the price of wheat, the main ingredient for pasta, as you guys must know, has gone down in recent months. The price has gone down in recent months, but of course the inflated prices have gone up. Several European countries have also imposed price controls or similar measures meant to ease these grocery costs. But it's just not doing enough. Last month also, Italian officials held an emergency meeting. This is an emergency meeting to debate whether or not Italy should do anything about these prices that have now skyrocketed. And they ultimately decided, you guys, maybe you're surprised, not to intervene because who cares? Just to take a week off of it. Now, these Italian families are now hurting, trying to figure out what it is that they can do. According to ABC News, Italian families are four are spending an average of 915 euros. $984 more a year on groceries. That's not $985 a year. 984 more on groceries. That's an increase of 12%. A total of 7690 euros a year. That's according to Assoutenti. A full 1/3 of Italians have reduced grocery store spending. That's according to SWG pollsters, and nearly half are shopping at discount stores. I'm not sure if the pasta is good there. That's why this, by the way, Assoutenti is a consumer advocacy group, and they're organizing a week-long pasta protest that I was mentioning there a second ago, so that they can then fight back. This is again, I guess, what they're calling it. The macaroni strike is to see if keeping pasta on the shelves will bring down the prices in the great Anglo-Saxon tradition of boycotting goods. The price of pasta is absolutely out of proportion with these production costs. Also, this legendary Italian filmmaker, Federico Fellini, he also once said this, maybe it's quite fitting. Life is a combination of magic and pasta. I mean, right now it's a combination of pasta and extremely high prices. You guys, I don't know if it's heartening to see that other countries will have the same level of greed from these producers and grocers for this type of stuff that everyone apparently eats there, which I doubt that. But we have this issue still going on here. What is to stop it?
Federico Fellini, you said Federico Fellini. You gotta say like Federico Fellini. To me, it just sounds like a nationwide keto diet. Like they just gotta lay off the carbs, that's all. I was in Italy last year, and I will tell you something as someone who lives in Los Angeles and all over the US where we have all kinds of diverse foods. Italy has got pasta, risotto, pizza. So maybe if they take a break from the pasta, they can start making other foods like sushi or ensalada or other foods. I'm just saying they need to diversify. That's all. Is this a direct? Sorry, Adrian. Is this a direct experience? You've been and you searched for the taco shop and it's just nowhere to be found. Dude, they ain't got no taco shops over there. You go, you say, "Can I get Mexican food?" They go, "Sure, in Mexico." So the Italians are very proud about their food, and it was. I mean, it's great food, but it's for us that are used to going like, oh, get some, you can get Chinese food here, you get that kind of food there. It's just not a big option. And the other thing they don't do, which I think the Italians got to start doing, they don't heat up the bread when they bring it to your table. It's just cold, and that's just not right. All right, that's all I'm saying, Italians. Let's figure it out a little bit. Butter as well. Can we warm that up too? Sorry, Adrian, you have something important to say.
I actually, as much as we want to sit and laugh about the Italians' plate, I feel bad for them. Especially if we know pasta is such a staple there. The thought that people can't necessarily afford the things that they need, and that's something that seems to be happening globally. And I think it's good that the Italians hopefully are speaking out because their government is kind of a right-wing government, and I would like to hope that maybe things will change because the #1 manufacturer, I guess, who dominates the market is Barilla. For pasta, and they brought in about $4 billion or 4 billion euros last year. And it's like, so the companies are still making really good money. It's the people who are suffering across the board. So hopefully they will invest in leadership that will stop seeking to oppress marginalized groups and actually seek to uplift everybody.
I would love to know what the end game is. There's people, these folks make decisions when it comes to their money and their bottom line. And maybe I'm thinking more American side of it, but talking about how prevalent it is to rely on the capitalistic system that we've got and trust in companies and corporations to do the right thing, stay within some form of no regulation without screwing people over and things of this nature. But then again, how do you eventually expect people to be able to pay for this? How many folks do you expect to even have as your customers? This goes to things like housing. If rent keeps skyrocketing, where is anyone gonna live anymore? There's no limit to this type of thing. What's the plan? You don't want customers, or you want them without an ability to pay for the things that you're looking to offer them? I don't get it. I've never understood it. But I mean, the end all be all is how much can you stack before we're off of this planet? Who knows?
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.